In an age of modern games development, where first impressions are terribly important, Respawn Entertainment's first title made a great one. Shortly after founding the studio and signing up with EA to publish their games, Respawn launched the original Titanfall in March of 2014 to critical acclaim by the media, praising its innovative mix of multiplayer versus mecha action FPS elements in multiplayer. But the experience, although incredibly fun and enjoyable, became stale and repetitive after a while. Players complained about the lack of options to customize your Titan, maps were always the same old design with lack of verticality, and in general it wasn't as varied as initially thought out to be. That all changed after the announcement of Titanfall 2, which came out at a troublesome release window, eclipsed by the usual November blockbusters Call of Duty and Battlefield. It sadly saw very low sales, on what is perhaps the standout of the bunch. Hello YouTube, I'm Zeldrak, and this is my review of Titanfall 2 for the Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Titanfall 2 has a single-player mode this time around, featuring a very concept-loaded campaign, full of fresh and amazing set pieces and showing that yes, you can still have a single-player experience on first-person shooters. Talking any more about the campaign, or how awesome each individual chapter is, would be ruining the entire experience for you. You need to play this game. With the focus on bonding with your AI and your Titan, simply named BT, Respawn tries to grab on the success of similar ideas from Portal and Nintendo's design philosophy to deliver a very, very polished experience. The relationship between BT and the pilot, the character controlled by the player, is a very interesting one to watch as you go. It managed to get a few laughs out of me as I was tracking through the levels while listening to their conversations to find that BT reminds me of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. It accounts for everything the pilot says and takes it literally, causing some very humorous dialogue to unfold in the middle of a firefight.
Pilot, this Titan weapon is an advanced design and may give us a tactical advantage.
I think somebody's in love.
A human's concept of love requires admiration, attraction, devotion, and respect. Conclusion: I am 50% in love.
It is terribly short though, but what you get out of those 5 or so hours of entertainment is nothing short of sheer brilliance, and one of the best single-player experiences in a first-person shooter, alongside a masterful Doom, Wolfenstein: The New Order, and even Modern Warfare 2's campaigns, in delivering some of the best the industry has ever seen. The story is very engaging, and the campaign itself does a great job at teaching the player to traverse the world and learn the different loadouts your Titan can now equip, making it an excellent tutorial for the real meat of the game, the multiplayer. You'll instantly fall in love with Titanfall's 2 multiplayer component. It's bigger, it's better, it's damn near perfect in most of what it provides. Where the original Titanfall failed in giving the player a plethora of loadout options, limiting the game's longevity, Titanfall 2 gives you plenty of ways to customize your pilot and mecha loadout in pretty extensive ways. Guns now have individual progression, meaning you have to use them to get more stuff for these weapons. Gone are the days of useless attachments for guns you never use. This is a much needed feature on modern day shooters that Titanfall does so to great advantage to the player, but can be a nightmare for the completionists out there who like to unlock everything. Titans now come with pre-built loadouts, with each one having its own abilities attached to it. It might seem restricting at first, but with the amount of time you spend on your mech compared with the time you spend on foot, it's a good trade-off, in lieu of a more interesting choices for Titan combat, as each of the loadouts feels completely different to use, akin to switching weapons in Monster Hunter. There's also a lot of abilities and perks to unlock with player experience throughout your multiplayer career, and the game features in-game currency. It is of importance to know that the game features a cash shop with microtransactions, but these are purely for cosmetic add-ons and have no impact on gameplay. You want a cool Titan skin? Buy the one you want instead of getting crates to open with random unwanted items. In-game currency is also used to unlock set abilities. It's kind of a brute force method, which lets players amass a certain amount of money to unlock a skill instead of grinding for experience. It's a good balance, and it shows that the developers took measures to ensure fair play online, as players with higher level can access to the same stuff as players who can just invest currency into one skill they want instead of waiting to get to a certain level. Titanfall 2 excels in everything it does, with the only minor complaints by players being the lack of verticality in multiplayer maps, and even that has been addressed recently with the new DLC map for Angel's Fall, which added more multiplayer content for free. That's right, free. Respawn made a commitment to its players to give out any DLC for free. There will be no additional season pass or multiplayer map packs. This makes it a very compelling reason to buy it instead of the big blockbusters that came out close to its release. Titanfall 2 receives a Diamond Medal. It is one of the most, if not the most, enjoyable FPS experience I've had this year, and I sincerely hope this is the benchmark that all of Respawn's future titles aspire to beat. This is truly an incredible game that will be hard to top if an eventual sequel comes out. Thank you for watching my review of Titanfall 2. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and perhaps subscribing. If you'd like to keep updated on more news from the channel, consider following me on Twitter and Facebook, or joining the Steam group for video notifications as soon as they are uploaded. Link to these are in the description. As always, this has been Zeldrak, and I'll see you next time.